This is day 682 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. This week's Arukh HaShulchan Yomi is being sponsored by Nishmas Chanafaigo Baslai Bishmaya and Yento's Yartzeit was this week in the Shama Haman Aliyah. Today we are doing Siman Tavcha Bey Sif Ches, Siman Tavcha Gimel Sif Gimel. If you would like to sponsor upcoming Shir more Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please come be directly, be greatly appreciated. Ches. Because I've been Ramav Sea base, because Petibur they Baruch Levan Tibur. You know what we would say, our meaning could say how even Biyachid, it's best to say with the Tibur in order to make a bracha with the Tibur. B'yeshim Shiachid Korei, and there's those who say that when an individual reads Hal himself, Omer L'Shnayim, you should do it together with two other people. Shomri Mo Rosh Prakim. They should say with him the Rosh Prakim, which are the beginning and ends of paragraphs to Asab Rabim. And then it's like a multitude. I guess it's only halacha we have in davening where a zimun is mentioned. I don't know if any others are offhand. Nogin came behodu v'lo, but we don't do that in all Rosh Prakim, but by hodu, but not by onak. Biyadvar became the harbe dvar yudeo sheachli lo yavarach yesh lo chush batola. Since there are many opinions, an individual shall make a bracha on Hali Rosh Chodesh, and it's possibly bracha batola. Each different individual should be mahader. You should best make how of Rosh Chodesh with the tzibur. So to any other days when it's a chatzi halo, the middle days and last day of Pesach, the tzibur component is kama deis levarech. The tzibur, there's several opinions to make a bracha, even if it's not only a minute. Therefore, if you didn't daven yet, lo yispav yom halo ima tzibur chakach yispalel. Even therefore, if you even if you have a daven, you should not. Parse that sentence wrong. Don't daven yet. Yom halim atzibur. Say halal with tzibur. Then daven afterwards. Yom me'ben some sukkah zimra. Even in the middle of sukkah zimra, yesh lahafsik. Interrupt. Yom halim atzibur. Say halal with the tzibur. Yesh le'yivarach b'yachid. So you shouldn't be saying the bracha as an individual. Yesh me'etzach says something. Another possible suggestion. Shomer l'shnayim. Shomer mo Rosh Prakim. So you tell two people to say the Rosh Prakim Davi Karabim, because then you're like a multitude, like a Tibur, Yochel Baruch and make a bracha. But Nagim as a came Hodu, and he said that the Ramah says the minhag is like that by Hodu. That's considered to be Rosh Prakim. That's ain't a minhag. We don't have this minhag. There's all nowadays when you say half hour. But we goes hour where we say complete hour. Ain't so close. They don't require all this. Those the individual has to make a bracha anyway. He said, in general, why on these days of which are Chatzi Hala, why do people make a bracha themselves? They down the tzibur. Why can't you just answer amen? The tzibur. Why should you make so many brachas where, according to many Rabbeim, it's a bracha batal v'chein ani no heg. Rav Shimon will not say a bracha himself on those days. Chatzi halal, he will be yosei with the bracha of the shnei tzibur. The minhag I believe in Chabad is that way as well. On the days of Chatzi halal, only the shnei tzibur makes the bracha, and everybody else is yosei. The problem, of course, is that many shluchei tzibur don't have in mind to be motzi the tzibur, which is the problem. But they should be notified to do so, according to this. Mishnah Buddha says that Shar Tzivon says that that which you interrupt middle of sukkah, the zimmer, whatever it is, or say how before you daven. That's obviously because there's enough time for Shema Tefillah before so Shema Kriya Shema so Shema Tefillah. Mishnah Buddha says you should not make a. It's interesting. You interrupt middle of sukkah, the zimra. You should not make a bracha near the beginning of Halal nor at the end of Halal. Because you also that would say Baruch Shamar at the beginning, and you stop at the end, it all becomes part of the flow. So you get the zimra. Fascinating finish. Okay, test. Dara pasuk Shomer Hal b'yachid lo yamar b'hodu achar ma'isov yomer rabbi saram yomer rabbi Yerushem l'shem kitov. It's obvious that you don't say Hod l'shem kitov after every stanza in that 4-line kapitel. The zayin ala b'tzibur. It's only way down b'tzibur. Afachas kim shleisha. It's in there 3 and 4. One will say Yomer Rav, Vashnayim, V'shima two responsibly say hodu. Lokshi yochi now when you're individual. Afilu shnayim enam klum and kenim shlosha. Even two people, it's not. You still don't do it. Less than three. Shechol omer. One says Hashnayim Shivim to respond. Mina minhagad halela that's in the b'chom nil shavos. Oh, the minhag of halal by us is the same in all countries. El sheyesh shomrim mitzvorim piske. And those who say the mizmorim section by section. Yeshim mad hodu b'pam achas. I've never seen that. So he will say all the mizmorim up to hodu in one fell swoop, not capital by capital. Everybody should according to this minhag. Brackets. Mashu sikim ana shiana ana hatzlichana lishnayim. Outside ana Hashem shiana ana hatzlichana to two. Bein mel pasuk echad. The only one pasuk one pasuk. Brackets tell me in Bezel we wrote reasons for this. I'm calling mishum deishasus halo amrukei. Best reason is because when they instituted halo, that's what they said to do. He's a besotted. Chem b'shir sayam or piske. Also shir sayam. They say they divide the psukim. In other words, his issue with Ana Hashem Mashiach, Ana Hashem Mashiach, Ana Hashem Mashiach, Ana Hashem Mashiach. It's called Paslo Paski Moshe Ana Paskir way. So why do we just say Ana Hashem Mashiach, Ana Hashem Mashiach? Chashil Tzibur should say Ana Hashem Mashiach, Ana Hashem Mashiach, and the Tzibur should say Ana Hashem Mashiach, Ana Hashem Mashiach. And the same with Ana Hashem Mashiach. So it says no. There are certain shiros which are in this in the format in which you would say them section by section, and section by section here evidently means not section by section, mizmor by mizmor, but even half pasuk by half pasuk, phrase by phrase. So cite the lamed on base. They also said phrase by phrase. That's why the Malin pasuk of Nicharosim or Bris as well. Simon Nun Aleph. You only have talk about halo in terms of interrupting halo. But also they say the full halo. Because Krishma Atzmos, like because Krishma itself, about better prokim, answer prokim, etc. So we would say half halo. Because Rabbeinu says receive. Even in the middle of a capital, you can inquire as to the health of an individual. Should talking covered if it's a person whom you're required to respect. Make sure you can respond to any person. But for any other purpose, you're not interrupting the middle. Seems, however, says the Arukh HaShulchan, that's only according to the minhag of his makom, where they did not make a bracha on half halo. A makom shavarchim a place to make a bracha like us. But they also have Kriya Shema, even half halo, the same status applies. Now to be mafsik, just like by Kriya Shema now allowed to. The sof yesh bracha tchila b'sof. By analysis is the bracha beginning at the end. V'nitishal below bracha lama be'inyan acher lo yafsik. You're going to ask without the bracha. Okay, no, it's regardless of the bracha. Why should be able to hear mafsik? There's somebody behind the not feel below bracha. Below mafsik b'chino. Echrami, you should interrupt, but the bracha makes it worse. Can't it's like the farish. That's what I think. But the why isn't it Ramon then? Note this point. That's according to our minute that we do say a bracha, we shouldn't be mafsik even half halo. If I say like the Gam Shavarchi, you must know that even when you make a bracha, hefsek kal, the interruption is more lenient. I don't know why not. Why? But the Torah also seems to indicate, like the Ramah, that when it's a half halo, the hefsek is the rules of hefsek are more lenient. The question is right to say, quote, became a chain gomrim also, so you don't be halo, ain't no kamurlin of Sacha Kriya Shema. It's not a severe terms of interruption like Shema, Ela Ap Emsa, in the middle of the parak, V'chulei. Besides that, below bracha, because they have because now make a bracha. Why do you have to link that to the fact that we don't Complete the halal. Yes, I have a little close. If you should blow a bracha. It's more reasonable to say it's because it has no bracha. Furthermore, that Torah being Mikor Maskon Saviv Harosh, thou the Mabarchin. The Torah holds like his father, Russia. We do make a bracha. I ain't sham. About Yavel B'Shish bracha, even though there is a bracha. Kilav Saga, the interruption is a lighter issue by half hour. Matzim Shekayetz is a Psukkah Zimmer, that's a reason. When it's out Simon Nun Aleph. Then that result holds that Psukkah Zimmer are more lenient than because Kriyashma. Avatur Shirach Chmir Shal Kriyashma, Torah Shirach with Machmir by Psukkah Zimmer like by Shema, I and Sham, so come out the Shilei Bekan, or Kil Yosef. Must hear the hold here. Here it's more, even more lenient, but Tzarech even requires more analysis. You basically seek with both a shah, few shah, school if you interrupt me of halal, and you tarried even enough to go back and to complete the entire halal. Ain't no cause you don't go back to the beginning of halal. Few man is really Simon Samachay, even according to the opinion held previously. The Mukhrach laughs because the Rosh. If you had to interrupt, you go back to the beginning. That's when you have a whole halal. Become came in the Shakar by Diluk, since we're reading only half halal, and so you don't go back to the beginning. Much of the Sherm is out, so the Rosh, but I got now. I see for instance, that when you complete halal, you have to go back to the beginning. Obligation, some say the halal and Shani only Rabbanon. But some say since halal when you keep the Rabbanon, even when you completed halal, and so the Rosh, you don't go back in the middle of the count to the beginning on account of interruption in the middle. Mishi Rotzelach, Missing once you make a Zoli Kos with a bracha. You go back when you can't make a bracha. And that's the appropriate way to paskin. Mr. Bruce says, even if you're carried on account of an onus, in such a place which was not clean or something, still, you just go back to the beginning, but without a bracha. You can give my Korei Hal, my friend Lo Yatsa. So he read how out of order is not Yotze. So of course, I said you have to read in the proper order. The Megillah, Asmucha Kra. The Megillah, the Sechus Megillah, they link this to a pasuk, but you say, "Begiv Hal Mizrach Shemesh Amivoho." It has to be followed. Of course, the day Shalach say it goes in order. If you Karav and Tah, therefore you read Hal and made a mistake. Yachzol Makom Shatah, go back to the place you made a mistake. We shall not continue from there to the end. But don't say whatever you skipped in place where you remembered. So we close the Makom Shalom and then continue on where you are. You can have them prayer because then it's out of order. The Im Eno Zocher Makom Shalom, if you remember the place you made a mistake, Makom Shalom have something immediately, but go back to the last place where you were sure you said it properly. The Mishnah Berurah says that the Mafreya seems to be if you change order psukim. But if you said one kapitel before another kapitel, even though you shouldn't do that, you're still yotze. But some achronim even machmir this, even by halal, because since the kapitel are adjacent to each other in the Ilim, therefore you have to read them in the proper order, and it's appropriately machmir in that case, and go back and read the proper order if you read them out of order. Back to Arukh HaShulchan. Mrs. Kriyas Hal Mu'umar. Between how is the state standing? And a hint of this is Vahalu of the Hashem Shom Libeis Hashem. Say how is Hashem, those who servants of Hashem who standing in the house of Hashem. Pasha Shemisha never abuse so Karoi, obviously something is unhealthy. Yochel Hashem, he could sit down. Now Pisha Bashun Essays to Reach Vomem, even though he goes the effort to stand up. Come Bahal lesson, but nevertheless in how he can sit down. Sharei Bilal Pesach Mushav, because Saturday night we read Halal and the Megillah, Halal Haggadah as sitting down. Smicha and Al-Kabir. Leaning on something is not like standing. Because I hear the brackets, I'm going to have Ram, he's saying Ramah, because Shemishra, Shkas and Mikri Amida. Ramah holds a certain case, Smicha is considered Amida, leaning, it would be considered to be standing. According to this Ramah. The see what we wrote back there in Choshen Mishpat. Tav Chav Gimel. Say the Kriyas HaTorah. How do we lay on Rosh Chodesh? After how do you say Omer Kaddish Kabbalah? Say for Kaddish. Kol Shesh Musaf Omer Achar Shachris Kaddish Kabbalah. Anytime there's a Musaf, we say after Shachris a full Kaddish. But seems Sifrei Torah take out Sifrei Torah Korim Bo down and we read 4 people. Yes, sir. Echad Mikol Shein V'Chamishi. One more than any Monday, Thursday. And they have Kol Musaf because the Musaf of that day. L'chein April Sim Arba. Therefore, we don't do more lesson 4. We also don't add on to 4. Shechosh Chachamim be to Malacha. Even though Cholamoid, still people who have Malacha, they're allowed to do. Chachamim were concerned about the Malacha. Gam Ein Maftirin B'Navi also don't say Hefta Aftar by Navi for that same reason. They want to Masaki because of the Tircha. You have to go to work. After laying, say Chatzi Kaddish. Based by Kriya, he Parshas of Tamid. The Kriya is the Parsha of Tamid. Shishmar Prukim Psukim, which is 8 Psukim. Parsha Yom HaShabbos, which is 8 Psukim, 2 more. Parsha Shechadashim, Chamisha Psukim, that's 5 more. Fil Revi, and that's for Revi. Vashnaim HaKom Shloshikurim. The preceding Psukim had to go for 3 Aliyahs. Takesa Nase, how do we do this? If we read for Kohen 3 Psukim, Levi 3 Psukim, Harei Yisrael Levi Pachad Shlosh Psukim, Samach LaParsha. The Levi is going to end with less than 3 Psukim before the end of the Parsha. Vashlishi Yisrael Pachad Shlosh Psukim Samach Parsha, and the Shlishi is going to start less than 3 Psukim before the end of the Parsha. Ushneim Asuim Gizem Shemen Klas Yitzim, and they're both also too because the people come in and go out. Therefore, there's no other choice but for the Kohen to read Kohen reads 2 psukim to Esakeves, Vaydaber Tzavin V'Amarto, Valevi Chozer Korei Marta, and Levi goes back to V'Amarta with 2 more psukim. Esakeves and Asir Sefer Adolas to meet until that. Even though you might be afraid that the people come in and will say, oh, the Kohen must only read 2 psukim because this guy's starting in the 3rd pasuk. Yishmael could say Shem Yishalu when they ask, V'yomer Lam, they'll tell them. When Levi starts with Esakeves, Yikol Shlosh Psukim, Lo Yishtar Rak Shnei Psukim. So psukim, but there are only 2 psukim left in that parsha. Afraid the prayer will go out to remove. They'll say, the 3rd guy only read 3 psukim. And the people who they won't ask to, that's not going to what happened. Gil Vikash, we're going to ask, in can you go Kohen Levi call Parshas of Tamid Psukim? Let the Levi Kohen Levi divide up 4, the 3 8 psukim in Parshas of Tamid. The Shishi Kosh Psukim Shem Shabbos, and the Shlishi should be 2 psukim for Yom Shabbos. The Shnei Psukim maybe Roshei Chodshechem. That's 4. But you show Shlosh Psukim Lifnei Arvi, and there's 4 psukim left for the Arvi, 3 psukim left for Arvi. Why doesn't it work? V'atoy Yotzim Lo Yishulun. Now people won't ask. Shambu Shashlishi Kara Psukim. They heard the guy got it earlier. Read for Psukim. Being Mishum Sheni Klas Arvi. Because they say, well, why do people come in 4th earlier? Yom they'll say Shashlishi Lo Karak Beis Psukim. They'll say the 3rd guy only read 2 psukim. Marna, we said Shani Klasim Mishalu V'Yamru Lohem. The people come in, they're going to tell them. It's like now the people come in by Levi, we're going to tell them about the Kohen. There's a demon about. There's no comparison. There's a Kohen Shapi Yishalu Lamlakra. Say this answer. There's a demon. It's not comparable. The Kohen Shapi Yishalu. A Kohen, they're in fact going to ask. Lama Lo Kora Yosef. Why do you read more? Came with Sheish Lo Levi Rebach, since there's room for the Levi. About Shlishi Lo Yosef Club on Shlishi, you're not going to ask well. They should eat him Mushaya Mukhrach L'Shaya Shoshim Psukim Neravi, because they're going to assume that there was some reason to leave only 3 psukim for the Revi. But the Yishar Laz, Shlishi Shlo Korak Shnei Psukim. There's going to be Laz, Tishemra on the 3rd one, he only read 2 psukim. Not sure I got that. There's the no Kohen Shapi Yishalom Yosukim Shishlo Levi Rebach. Yeah. Shlishi Leishul Klam and Eshadim Shamucha L'Shai Shloshim Psukim. They hervi that leads to psukim. The Yishar Laz al Shlishi Shlo Korak Shnei Psukim. I'm not sure there are any answers here. Why Why people are not going to ask him, what they're going to assume. Anyway, my head's not getting it right now. Okay, leave it.